What's up, guys? Thanks for stopping by the channel, and happy new year's, guys. All the best for 2021. Now, this video is not a planned video, guys. I just want to let you guys know that I'm not gone. I'm still here, just gearing up for the season. Okay, as you can see, I'm still feeding. This is how I feed the bees each day. I just give them a gallon of syrup to have something to take back to the hive, and it really stimulates the hives a lot to get them to grow. I figure that in-hive feeding isn't going to stimulate them a lot to get them to grow as quick as possible, because all of my hives, the population decrease in the rainy season. So I have to do something to get them to bounce back as quick as possible. So I switch over to open feed. So the open feed is going to stimulate the queen to lay more, because the bees, the foragers, will be going out and taking back that sugar syrup, and they will be doing the waggle dance, just like when there's a nectar flow, they do the waggle dance to tell where to go and find that nectar. So it's the same thing that is happening. So I try to provide them with the sugar syrup every day. I might skip a 1 day or a 2 day, but for the most part I provide them with it, so they kind of have it going, and they draw a lot of comb, guys. So I'm just going to go up by the apron now and go in few of these hives and see if we can show you guys some white combs that they draw out. As you can see, the entrance, they are very busy. The apron need to clean, guys. There's a lot of trash and all of that, but we soon get to that. And I think the next time you guys come around here, the apron is going to look a lot different. This hive right here, guys, just in the past week, this hive was right here in a single box and 4 frame. Alright, now they are up in this second box. It is filled, and they are looking to come up in the third right now. As you can see, it's packed out. So that's how fast this open feed stimulate them and get them to grow, fill out a second box. So soon as some more brood hatch out, they will be making their way up into this third nuke here. Where's my hive tool? So guys, on this channel, whatever I see, guys, is exactly what you will see. So just giving them a puff of smoke. Now going to pull a frame. And now I'm going to show you guys the power of open feed, what you can get done. This is a newly drawn out comb, and you can see they're storing a lot of sugar syrup. They're creating a honey arch above, and they got brood below. They have open brood and cap brood. So this open feed is really working out well for me. I'm going to rest this over here. Okay, and then give them a little more smoke and move on to the next frame. It's pure white comb in this box, guys. All these combs is new combs, so you can see the open feed is really working out. One reason why the open feed is working out for me so well too, guys, I don't have any beekeeper in this area that is completing with me their bees is coming by to take the sugar syrup. But then again, I have feral colony in the area, and I don't see any feral bee coming by, because I try to observe the bees and I don't see any bee line coming from the hoods. It's all my bees that is foraging on the sugar syrup, because I place it like 18 feet close to the apiary, so my bees just overcrowed that feeder. And if any bee from the wood should come, it is going to take them twice as long to take the syrup and go by their hive and return. So the round trips that they make would be much longer than what my bees is making, because it's just by the apiary, so they just have to leave from the feeder straight to the hive, and from the hive back to the feeder. So they will be getting majority of the syrup all the time. So that's why I'm seeing so much result in these hives. And you would maybe think that 1 gallon per day is a little bit for these hives, but it's doing the trick. Remember, when there's a nectar flow going on, guys, the bee have to make, or the bees, they have to make a lot of trip to take in 1 gallon of syrup. And look at this, guys. You can see that this queen is really doing a amazing job, guys. You know, when this brood hatch out, guys, this is a pack frame, and it's the same on the other side. When this brood hatch out, guys, you know they will be making their way up in the second box. As you can see, it's pure white comb. I'm not going to go any further in this hive. I love what's going on. So guys, I'm going to show you guys a trick that I do to get these bees to grow. Because when you're feeding them the sugar syrup, you want to get as much from them with that sugar syrup. So I'm going to pull this brood frame that is capped and soon hatch. I already put one in the third box. You can see it right there. So I'm going to add this second one, and then I'm going to, so I'm like doing checkerboarding right now, guys. So I'm going to put a shove over this frame to the corner, and then add empty frame in between. So they will have to pull out this comb and fill this empty gap. and they will pull out these combs in just a blink of an eye. So I'm just encouraging them now to get going and move up in the third box fast. I don't really want them to store the sugar syrup like what they are doing now, so they will have to use the sugar syrup that they are taking in to draw out comb in these empty space. So instead of storing it, they will use it to draw out combs. So this is how I get them to grow as well. I just do frame manipulation. I just look for a frame that have some cap brood soon hatch, and then I move it up and give them a empty. So they are drawing combs, so when the flow actually start, they have less comb to actually draw out because they already did the job with the sugar syrup. So less comb to draw out mean they will be storing more honey with that nectar. So I'm adding this frame back now, guys. We're storing a lot of sugar syrup on this frame. They will have to stop that. They will have to stop storing or reduce the amount that they store and focus on drying out some more comb. So we just check some frames. I'm going to add the third box on top. Whoop, there's a lot of trash that is coming with the box since there's a lot of propolis on the box. So I'm adding back the third. So guys, I just add the third back on, and I'm going to keep these frames together. I'm not going to checker them up here. That will be too much work on them. So I'm just going to keep them close to each other. So the bees, they are going to stay up here since it's two pack brood frames with cap brood that soon hatch. They will stay up here and keep them warm. If I should space them out now and put empty between, they will want to go back down in the hive since the frames, they are separated so far from each other. So I'm keeping them close together now. That will encourage them to stay up here and keep the brood warm until they hatch out. And whenever these two frames hatch out, it's going to be like 4 frames of bees. So when I come back now and inspect this hive, I will have to check up here. I might go back down in that second box and pull a next frame up and add a blank in that space, and then check whatever is up here, and then they will draw out, and then I will have 3 nukes full of bees. And this is the ideal population of bees that I want when the flow start. And the flow soon start. Right now it will be, today is like the 9th of January. So by mid to late January the flow will start. And if I have them at this population, it's very good meat in the flow. So when the flow start, I will be just adding supers. So I'm just going to close them up now and go in our next hive and show you what's going on. I'm in this box right now. This box was a single nuke this week. I'm talking about this week, guys. It was in a single nuke. When I open it to inspect, I realize that they will be going into a second box. They will need a second box as soon as possible. So I had that second box and I did frame manipulation. I pull up 2 frames, add 2 blank in those space, and now I'm going to show you what had happened. The bees jump ahead of me and they start pulling combs on the plastic canvas. So this is telling me that I need to add some frames. I had a blank in the middle and this blank is drawn out. So I don't have to ask myself if they fill those 2 empty that I had below. I know that they already draw them out because the top one is already drawn out. So this is what I'm doing in the April to get them up to strength before the nectar flow start. So see, they start up top and the queen up here laying in these combs. So I know the 2 below that I had, they draw them out and the queen already lay in them. So the more wide comb the bees draw out, the more the queen will be laying. See, as they draw out these 2 combs, they don't even connect them together as yet and the queen already in them. These 2 frame was 2 frame of brood that's soon to hatch, and I can see that they are hatching out now. So right now this box need 2 empty frames for them to work on. So I will have to get that. So guys, I'm back with the 2 blank frames. I'm going to add one at the corner over here and the same on the opposite side. Now the corner frame, the corner position is not the ideal spot to get them to jump on it and dry it out as quick as possible. They might do it still because see, there was drying out comb in the corner and the plastic in a cover. So they're going to jump on it and dry it out. But I like to put the blanks in the middle. That's where the brood would normally be, and they will be very happy to draw those blank frames out. And the next thing, guys, why this open feeding is working out so good for me too, because I'm in the tropics. The bees, they forage all here, so I'm in a dirt period right now, but the bees, they are still foraging, so they're able to leave the hive and go get that sugar syrup. In some other countries where they're experiencing snow right now, the bees, they got to stay in the hive. So open feed would not work out for them because the bees cannot leave the hive right now. So I'm finished with this box, and now I'm doing a little harvest, wax harvesting. So this is what I get to take back with me to render. So every little metal will make a mottle or a larger amount. So just closing them back up. I'm going to go in a third box and then that's it, because the video will be really long. So guys, whenever you come back around in the April is going to look way a lot different, because I will be changing out all of these box to the standard size box. These box, they are not standard size, they are shorter than 20 inches. So this box is about 17 inches and the standard box is 20 by 16 and a half, something like that. So I'll be changing out these box. The nukes would be 20 by 9, I think. So all of these hives, they are going to get changed out. So I'm going to move on to our next box and see what's up. So guys, I'm in this hive right here. As you can see, it's 2 nukes. I'm trying to go in the smaller ones, you know guys. I'm not really focusing on the ones that have the third box, the third box on it. I'm mostly focused on the second. I just have few singles, one up there and one there. So this week guys, today is Sunday, I checked this box around Monday and it got some bees up in the top. In this second box was preparing the combs, because it got few draw out comb up here. They was just cleaning and preparing, and now I'm back Sunday to look and they are all up in this box, second box right now. So this is telling me that they need a third box. So as you can see, definitely need a third box, because the next batch of brood that is going to hatch, they will need space. So guys, I add the third and now I'm just going to put on the cover, and now when I'm back I will be seeing some bees making their way up in this third box, and then I will have to do some frame manipulation again. Guys, this hive number 9 is a single. See, I give them an extra box, second box, because they will be making their way up in this second box very soon. I might have to go in to push them a little faster to come up and move up a cap brood frame that soon hatch, and had a empty in that space and move up that cap brood frame. That will encourage them to move up much quicker. But they're looking well. In a short space of time, this single nuke here is going to explode up into the second and up into a third. So that's why I really like these nukes, because when they start to expand, they are doing it very rapid. As you can see, this box right here, just last week guys, this box, they just have comb right at the front of the box guys, and about 3 frames. They just, because it was a swarm and it was a late swarm, and soon as they move in and start building combs, the dirt period came and they had to stop building. And you can see now what I did. I flipped the frames, stagger them like battery. So all the combs that draw out was at the front. I flipped some of them to the back and some towards the front. So I split up the brood nest and they had to draw out combs to get the brood nest back in order. So that's what I did. And see, they're filling the box right now, and it was just last week. So these nukes, they really explode fast. And when I come back in this hive and switch up things again, move up few 2 frames and add 2 empty down below, they will be moving up in the second. Guys, this hive right here, I think it's the strongest hive. It's looking towards a 4th right now. See, I have to give these bees more space. They're definitely looking towards a 4th box. If I don't put this 4th box on right now, they might get overcrowded and that might trigger swarming. And this box, guys, this hive of bees, it was in a single nuke around in December, and here is it now, up in a 3rd. It is looking to go into a 4th right now, and the 4th box would be equivalent to 2 deep 10 frames. So I'm showing you how fast these nukes really grow. I want to use some 10 frame box. I plan on doing that, but I just can't get away from the fact that how these nukes really grow fast. I'm telling you. And I know for a fact that the 10 frames, they don't grow as fast as these nukes. So by now, guys, I know this video might be long, but I just got to show you guys what's going on. So I just add the 4th box, guys, and this 4th box would be where the super would start. But if they want to move up and draw out some combs, I will be switching up things in that 3rd box, moving up some frames and adding empty frames in those space. Same procedure. The queen might come up here and lay some brood, but I don't mind. More brood, more bees will be hatching for the flow. So all I need to do whenever I decide that I want them to start storing honey, I just come up here, inspect the top box. If the queen is up here, shake her down in the 3rd and add the queen excluder, then the brood will be start hatching out from there, and they will start backfill this 4th box with nectar, and then I will be adding more box from there. Guys, this is hive number 12. Going to enter and see what's going on. I don't quite remember what was the status of these bees, so I'm going to see if they need a 4th box. Oh, it's a empty 3rd box, so definitely they're going to need frame manipulation. I will have to check out some frames and add some empty. So as you can see, and these bees, they are some heavy propolis producer, guys. You can see in the hive, they're just they're just packing those frames with the propolis on top. So we're just going to move on. I will come back and attend to this box. Sometime, guys, I just pass through and just open the hive, take off the cover and just look down, and from looking down in the hive I can tell what's going on. if they are growing. Just though the population is on the top of the frames. Okay, so same thing going on in this hive, guys. They will be getting frame manipulation as well. You can see. Camera is showing it quite a bit dark. Okay guys, so here is down in the hive. I had to refocus the camera. You can see those fat honey hatch. They're looking well. I will have to go in, change up some frames, move them up, add some empty, and they will be up in this third box. So these bees, they are showing me that they are about to move up into this box, so I will have to come back and attend to them, give them some frames. Looking good. So sometimes guys, when you need result in the hive, you have to go in the hive and switch up things a bit, because this hive, I had some not empty box, I had some box storing some drone combs up above about this tall. So I take about 2 boxes off, and the bees, they had been in the second box for the longest while and they was not moving up, and I take off those drone combs, remove them, reduce down the hive, and see they're showing sign of moving up in the third box now. So sometimes the bees, they are not growing, you need to reduce the space as well. Sometimes when you reduce the space and give them a much smaller space, they fill that smaller space very fast, and then you have to give them back some space. That's it guys, thanks for watching. I know you guys must pull some useful information from this video. So whenever I return again guys in the April, it's going to look way different from now. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share. Please to subscribe to the channel guys. I have a lot of amazing content coming out for this season guys. Mark my word on that one. So subscribe if you want to stay tuned to this channel and see what I'm about. Thanks. Before I go, I'm showing you the feeder. The bees there tearing up the feeder for that sugar syrup. So it's just a proof that we're not in a nectar flow. Me and the bees, we're not in a nectar flow. If we was in a nectar flow, I wouldn't be feeding and the bees would be taking this syrup.
You know, sister, we are create waves like the ocean, yeah. When you're there, better than your son, now the explosion, and we make the commotion, yeah. They even dance for them, watch we have emotion, deep and we slow down, yeah. We do it first, got them soft like lotion, and waves like the ocean, yeah. When I never see a phone sound, never see a phone sound strong. Never the time for rely on people to make my move, and never saw me grow up. And I know say me hype, I know you're probably right, but if you not have no pride, I guess anything goes. Me I live my life telling me I'm on. I used to be that little kid, now I am the grown.